So, I got one logical question to ask. I'm wondering if any of you logical people out there have the answer potentially, because I sure as heck don't on this one. The Northwoods League playoffs started today on August 13th, 2023. The Lacrosse Loggers were taking on the Eau Claire Express. I know they won. Thank God for the good old-fashioned box score on the internet. Well, the internet part's not very old-fashioned, but the box score is the most democratic thing possible because it doesn't say how tall you are, what your skin and hair colors are, what race, religion you are, and all that fun stuff. It just says how you did in that given day for the baseball game. So I'll say that the most democratic thing ever created in America was a baseball box score. The writers of the movie 42 about Jackie Robinson even agree with that take. But the Northwoods League is a great summer league. They've hammered out a lot of MLB caliber talent. Toronto Blue Jays third baseman Matt Chapman. Yes, Slugger fans. That Matt Chapman who was raising a championship trophy in 2012. He went through the Northwoods League. All-star first baseman Pete Alonso came through the Northwoods League. I was watching him hit dingers in Copeland Park. Sadly wearing a Madison Mallards uniform, but the Loggers can't get all the good ones. We do have a future Hall of Famer in Max Scherzer and Chris Sale to hang our hats on too. Former Brewer first baseman Eric Thames. And a couple other ones. But, oh yeah, and Cardinals outfielder Lars Nootbaar. But anyways, the Lacrosse Loggers and Eau Claire Express game, if you didn't have the 4-letter Network Plus app, I'm sure most of you know what I mean by the 4-letter network, and if you don't, go listen to the Bill Michaels show. You'll know, and that'll explain where I got that from. But if you don't have the exclusive streaming app for the 4-letter network, you weren't able to get your favorite team's playoff game. That's a problem. For a league like the Northwoods League, one would think they don't have the ability to want to justify making it where the people can't watch or listen to the games. And the only ways you'd be able to get the games is if, you were at the ballpark, or you're one of those people who are fortunate enough to afford this exclusive streaming network for the 4-letter network. And if you're one of those people lucky enough to afford that, congratulations. It means you're in an income bracket that's higher than mine. Because I cannot justify that just solely for the Northwoods League. As much as I love baseball, and the 4-letter network doesn't even try. And it seems that the Northwoods League isn't trying either. What's the point of having Watch NWL for people to stream it on their phones, computer/laptops, or TVs, or any way that you could stream games? What's the point of radios, like the good old thing I have down below me that I could just hit a button on listening to AM FM radio, having apps like MixIR for the ones that one of the loggers use and all that. What's the point of those radio apps? Or TuneIn? What's the point of radio, online streaming and all that, if you're just going to tell the average fan like me, who loves their team to the end of the earth and back and will root for them till the day I die, that, oh, well, you don't have the 4-letter network streaming service? Yeah, you're blocked from watching the games. You're not going to know what your team's doing. You just won't get to know. I don't care what you say. I understand contractual obligations and all that, but come on, man. You want to know why people don't watch baseball? The Northwoods League. Go ask Rob Manfred why people aren't watching Major League Baseball. Go ask them. Go ask them right now, Northwoods League. If anyone in the Northwoods League's front office is watching this, which I highly doubt they are, but if you're watching this or listening to this somehow, or if anyone, even if it's someone within the Loggers organization that can have more pull, even if it's showing it to their bosses, bring it to their attention that an overwhelming majority of their people couldn't get it, and that we got the Northwoods League assigning people playoff broadcasting rights? What? You're telling me that first off, I can't watch or listen to my favorite team because I don't have the 4-letter network streaming service. Secondly, you're telling me if it would have been on the radio and I was listening to my local Loggers broadcasters, I could end up with some random ass broadcaster from Thunder Bay? Or I could end up with someone from Minot or Kalamazoo or Battle Creek? No! Give me my Loggers broadcaster if I'm listening to the Logger game for the playoffs. Give the Eau Claire fans their broadcaster if they're listening to their guy for the playoffs. That's not how it works. For crying out loud, even the MLB lets Bob Uecker call the games for the Brewers in October. But then again, what do I know? If I was a marketing person for the league, I mean, yes, this hat's, the chainsaw with the L is cool, but I would have just stuck it out where this hat would have been black, but you still would have had the white L that's, oh, I don't know. Could it possibly be the same logo that the Loggers would have had winning that 2012 championship trophy you're seeing me stare at right now? Oh yeah, that's right. Once again, the Loggers are on new hats where they had these ones for like a couple of years and they already went away from them to put Louis the Logger on the front, which is, I can understand for an alternate, but they dumped how much money into these hats and they already went away from them and have weird green ones or the old styles and all that. How many uniforms do they have? How many? And I mean this, how many people can afford this? How many people are truly able to go watch the Northwoods League? Because if, let's say you're like me, we'll say the Lacrosse Loggers make the championship game. I really hope I'm right with that one. But, what about the poor people like me who would be working in Gunderson's dish room scrubbing dishes when the Loggers are in the championship game? Because I don't have that 4-letter network and their streaming stuff. You think I'd be able to listen to the game? No. Would I be able to? No. Hey, Northwoods League, would I be able to? No. Am I able to get? No, if you're not there and you didn't pay for ESPN Plus, screw you. You're just an average peasant fan. Come back next year. That's basically what they did. The amount of sports teams that are telling their fans to go have fun, you're just a worthless peasant to us, is sad. It's just outright sad. I don't get why they do this to their fans, but they do. I don't understand it. I never will. I think it's a crack of dumpster fire monkey poo or whatever you want to say. Because I don't understand why we have to be doing this to ourselves. But the fact that the Northwoods League is making the same mistake that the major leagues have made and blocking out their fans from the playoffs of all things. The playoffs! You're blocking your fans from the playoffs? That's the biggest moneymaker of your season. That grabs the most attention. And you block them from the playoffs? You know, I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to bang my head on the wall and be thankful for the fact that the Lacrosse Loggers defeated the Eau Claire Express 2-1 to come back to Copeland Park on Monday the 14th with a 1-0 lead. And I'm guessing if they win, they will move on to whatever the next round of the playoffs are. And I will be ecstatic with joy because it means I have a team making a playoff run. But then I'm going to go curl up in my corner and bawl out crying at remembering the fact that I'm not able to watch the Lacrosse Loggers. But at least I can say I have YouTube where I can go watch the Lacrosse Loggers Championship from over a decade ago. No matter how much they try. At this point, the Northwoods League, you're a great league, but you might as well just come out and say, if you don't pay for this, this, and this, you don't give us this and this, we don't care about the fans. And we're going to do everything that people mock Major League Baseball for, which is, we're going to cock block our fans from being able to see the playoffs of all things. Because, I don't have the 4-letter network. And I'm probably like however many other people who don't have the 4-letter network. And I'm not going to get it just for the Northwoods League. I'll just get the scores and watch the highlights and hope for the best. And when the Loggers win a championship, assuming they do, I will celebrate that. But then I'll have to be the one person admitting I didn't get to watch a single pitch because it was all only on the 4-letter network. And I can't even get it on the 4-letter network TV because that's only All-Star Game and they buried it on the 4-letter network's U channel. So, honestly, can someone please tell the Northwoods League that telling their fans if you don't have the 4-letter network plus, you can't watch on their Watch NWL. They put how much time and effort into making for people to watch the games. And they can't listen to the radio broadcasts. And even if they would have, they're not going to get their home broadcaster. Can we at this point just tell the fans that the playoffs don't matter in their eyes? So, that's the end of this. And I'm going to, go read the box score, because that's about all I got.